Hey everyone, Ashley here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today we're going to be looking at my August favorites. So I have decks, books, journals, other fun little goodies that I want to share with you guys that were some of my favorites from the month of August. I know we're in the second week of September already, but so I planned on having this video out a lot sooner, but I got hit with a cold and my energy was really low. So I was just not in the best space for recording videos. So here we are. We're still going to talk about August favorites. So let's begin. I have to figure out where I want to begin because I do have quite a bit to share with you guys. Maybe I'll save the decks for last. Yeah, I'll save the decks for last. We'll start with some of the other fun things first. So, I just want to talk a little bit about this because it is fall time now. And well, okay, not technically. Fall doesn't begin until the 22nd, I believe, is the official day of fall. But I already feel like it's fall. Like September for me, like it's fall for me. It's already chillier in the mornings. I have my little jackets on and like layers. This time of year is just my absolute favorite. I love it. And with that comes the more cozy vibes for me, which includes more candles and wax warmers. Like I love wax melts, and there's certain scents that I just love. And I came across, okay, here's the main one that I love all the time, every year. This is by Better Homes and Gardens. It's the brownie and pecan pie. This thing smells so good, and it's one that really makes like the whole place smell. Like you walk in and it smells like you're walking into a coffee shop or walking into a bakery, and it's the most amazing smell. I seriously wish smell-o-vision was a thing because I wish you could smell that. It smells so yummy. But I'm one that just loves these types of smells, like the bakery, coffee shop, cozy. Like I don't know, it just makes me really cozy and just in that mood. And so those are the ones I typically go for. Here's another one. It's by a new brand that I tried. It's also at Walmart, which is where I get the Better Homes and Gardens one. This one's homemade cinnamon roll. It smells good too. For a new one, I mean, it's not bad. It smells really good. I don't think it's as powerful as far as like the Better Homes and Gardens, like where it really smells up everything. But like, I mean, it still does a pretty good job. I really like it too. And then when my husband and I went to Hobby Lobby like last month, I mean, yeah, it was in August. It was like at the beginning of August. I needed to get more yarn for some blankets I'm making. And we decided to look around at some candles and stuff. And first off, went to their wax melt section. And I totally forgot how cheap their wax melts are. The price is $1.99 on these. And this one is Frosty Mocha Latte. Again, smells absolutely amazing. And Kona Coffee. $1.99 for wax melts. And honestly, I mean, these are cheap too. My favorite one here, I get the bigger pack, is only $3 something. So it's not bad, but these here smell really good too. This Frosty Mocha Latte and Kona Coffee. Like, if you really want those coffee shop vibes, oh my gosh, it smells so good. And these do a really good job at making the whole place smell awesome. Since I got the wax melt of the Kona Coffee, when we were looking at the candles, they had a big one. And look, it's number 13, which I actually really love that. But I love this is a big candle, 15.1 ounces, and it was only $10. So $9.99, which I thought was an amazing deal because we used to get Bath and Body Works candles. Again, I just have to smell it. Like as soon as you take the lid off this, it's like pow, coffee right in the face. It smells so good. But we used to get Bath and Body Works candles, and I always loved their fall scents that they came out with. We used to stock up on them and like have them, and I would use them kind of sparingly, so I would have them kind of throughout the year. But of course they I mean, we could still do that, but like you always have to catch them on sale, you know? Like I would always catch them when they're like $12 a piece, which isn't bad. But this candle seems bigger to me, and it's lasted for a little while. and it's coffee. And for $10, I was like, yes, please. I need the coffee smells, like all the coffee smells and brownie smells and cinnamon roll. Anyway, so those are some of my favorites. I love the cozy fall smells. Just love it. I am definitely more of the fall, and I don't know why I associate those with fall. I don't know. They just bring in that cozy, like stay at home, have coffee and muffins kind of a vibe, maybe. Um, or just reminds me of baking more. But I definitely prefer these scents over any of the flowery, springtime, florally smells. I'm not one for those. I don't like those as much. But the good thing is that like especially this one, the brownie and pecan pie one, it's available all year round, so I don't have to worry about like not having this one. The sad thing is though, is that my wax melt actually died on me. So I ordered another one and I'm waiting on it to come. But I was so sad that it finally stopped working. I have had it for like 5 years now, I think. So, anyways, have a new one coming and I'm excited to get back to those. In the meantime, it's candles. But, all right, so that's all of my favorite smelly goods. I'm going to take a sip of coffee since I've been talking about coffee. And let's move on to crystals. I love working with crystals, and I have a friend who makes crystal jewelry, like crystal bracelets. And so I've really enjoyed being able to make some with her and get some crystals that I can work with. And I recently got some new ones that I just absolutely love. Actually, okay, first I'll talk about this one. I absolutely love this one. Um, this crystal here is prehnite with epidote in it. I think that's how you say it. Epidote. I think it's epidote. But prehnite with epidote. So prehnite is really good for healing. And if you're someone who helps others heal, like if you're a shaman or a Reiki healer or anybody who's in the healing field, this stone is really good for healing you. So like while you're healing others, this one heals you and makes sure that your energy is good and everything. It's also really good for working with tarot and oracle or crystal balls if that's your chosen divination, like divination in general. This one really helps get you insight and clarity. I've really been loving this one and I've worn it for like months now. Like I said, I've had this one for a while, but it is one of my favorites. In fact, this last time, one of my newer bracelets that I did get is this one, which is also prehnite with epidote, but it's in a smaller size. And so it doesn't have as much. So this is I think it's 8 millimeter, and then 6 millimeter is smaller. So it's daintier. If I can, there we go. So it's a smaller bead. So it doesn't have, like, I love this one because it has all that, like you can see a lot more of the epidote in it. This one does have some, but it's very, which I don't know if you can see, there's a black spot there. It's very, very small. The reason why I like the epidote in it, though, is because it is the manifester and it enhances the benefits of the prehnite. So I just love that one. I also recently got this one, which is Rainbow Obsidian. Here's amethyst. I really like amethyst too. It's very calming and soothing. I actually have this one here, which is amethyst with lepidolite, which is also, it relieves stress and anxiety. So it's just a very soothing, calming crystal. But what I like about amethyst too is that it has a lot of healing properties as well. And it helps with like spiritual communication or insights, clarity, that kind of a thing as well. I've been really drawn to aventurine too. So I've been wearing this small one. So I have another small one, and then here's my larger size. I really like it too. It's like the good luck stone, but it's also really good for success and um, kind of like helps you with your goals, like get you to where you want to be and all of that. So I really love that one. Here's my my termulated clear quartz. So it's tourmaline, black tourmaline, I have 3 beads on here that are straight up just black tourmaline beads, and then the rest are the tourmalated quartz. So it's clear quartz with the black tourmaline in it. I love this bracelet because tourmaline is it's the most protective stone. It protects you against negative energies. It protects you against like theft and things like that too. It's just a very protective overall, like a overall protective stone. And the clear quartz just amplifies that. So that's a favorite for sure. Tiger's Eye. I am obsessed with Tiger's Eye. I have this one on over here, which is just like a yellow blue tiger's eye, but it has like red jasper and hematite and stuff in it. It's actually called like a tiger's iron when it has the mix of red jasper and hematite in it. But I absolutely love that one. And then I have blue tiger's eye here, which is, I know it's kind of hard to tell, but blue tiger's eye is just really good for opening up intuition. It's also really good for shamanic journeying. So that's really fun. So like meditating with this one is wonderful. And also, speaking of the shamanic journeying for like safekeeping and keeping you grounded and not venturing too far off on your shamanic journeys, Kambaba jasper is a really good protective stone for those meditations. And then, of course, I have regular tiger's eye. And then I have this one, which is red tiger's eye, which I also absolutely love. It has more of the like confidence booster, fiery, creative type energy. So I really love that. I also have onyx on over here and carnelian, and this is rose quartz with Madagascar rose quartz. As you can tell, I love bracelets. I love, like I said, I love crystals, and I really love working with these. Another favorite of mine is black spinel, which is actually one of my birthstones. It's one of the original birthstones for August, and so I love having this one. It's also a protective stone and helps you with spiritual growth and all of that. So that's one of my favorites. This one is I have a lot of garnet. I have a couple more garnet bracelets in my jewelry bowl over on my stand, but this is a smaller garnet. It's the 6 millimeter, and I actually added it with smoky quartz, which is another favorite of mine, and a piece of the black spinel as well. This one I love. This one is plum blossom tourmaline. So it's a mix of lepidolite, pink tourmaline, quartz, and pink calcite. And I really love this one too. It still has the protective qualities of tourmaline, but it also has this peaceful, loving energy. And it just has a lot of benefits to it too. So this has been one of my favorites. So there's all of that. I'm going to get my bracelets back on, the ones I took off. So there's some crystal bracelets and jewelry and things that I just love. Which one's this? Oh, okay. And then, of course, like this is my tarot pouch. I have some crystal bracelets in here, but I have in my little tarot bag that I carry with me, I also have a piece of selenite because I love selenite. Selenite's a stone that you don't have to clear, but it clears everything else. It clears everything around it. So I always keep it in my tarot bag because I always have a deck on me. And so with having that selenite in there, I know my deck is always cleansed and ready for me to pull out and do a reading whenever or wherever I am. All right, let's talk about books. I did receive a couple new books this month, or again, in August, and I'm so excited about them, but I'm trying to like take my time, because I'm going through so many books and like I feel like I have a bunch on my plate. So I'm just kind of taking a step back and focusing on the books that I am still currently working through before I really fully jump into these. But I'm so excited to have these and work through them. So I finally got the Book of Seances by Claire Goodchild. She has this one, and she also has an Ancestors one. That one's on my list to get at some point, but I wanted to start with this one because this one just fascinates me. I'm a Scorpio rising, so like just the fascination of the supernatural or the paranormal has always just been just like a hobby or a fascination of mine. Like I just love it. And so I began reading this one already. I did begin it, but I haven't been in it in a few days now. But because again, I'm trying to trying to get the other ones I have on my list done first. But so far, I'm really enjoying this one, and I can't wait to do some of the exercises in here. And yeah, I think that would be fun. The other book that I'm itching to get into is The Morrigan, Ireland's Goddess. This one is by Reverend Laura O'Brien. She actually lives in Ireland. Is she in Ireland? Or is it Scotland? No, Ireland. She actually is in Ireland, and she works closely with the Morrigan, has studied her and worked with her, and for nearly 20 years, it says. Dedicated herself to the Irish goddess Morrigan nearly 20 years ago. The other book I have of hers, I'm still working through. It's by Stephanie Woodfield. It's also great, but I'm super excited to get into this one because Laura actually provides journaling questions in here, and I'm so excited. I may have to get another journal for it, but she gives you like exercises and prompts. Here's personal boundaries and thinking about your personal boundaries, and then reflective journaling prompts. I love it when books give you journaling prompts to work through and sit through. So super excited to get to this one. So anyway, I just had to share that. And then a book that I am working through currently is this Tarot Spreads book by Meg Jones Wall. I really wanted a book that can help me to create my own spreads and to make those things more make spreads more personal, and to where I can really get deep with my own readings, like deeper. And so far, I mean, this book has been really good, but I literally just got to the spread section. It takes a while because she does, like, here's part 2 is reading spreads. This is where she starts talking about spreads. All of this up here at the beginning has been like tarot basics. So if you're new to tarot or first stepping into that, she doesn't go in depth, because she does have another book called Finding the Fool, I think is what it's called. And that's where she really breaks down tarot like more in depth, but she does give you a good chunk here in the beginning. She like breaks down, I think, most of the cards. Did she break down the cards? Yeah. Well, the majors. She does walk through the majors, and she gives you a little bit of information about the elements, the minors, and how they're associated with that. She talks about the different styles of tarot decks there are, or the systems. So she really goes into a little bit of everything. And now I'm into the spreads part. So I'm so excited to continue. It's still kind of the beginning stuff. Like she poses questions of, what if my question is really complicated? And she goes into like, why should you use a spread, or what should you look for in a tarot spread, or where do tarot spreads come from? So she gives you a lot of basic information, which is great. But I am really excited to get to like these parts, like revising spreads and writing your own spreads. Like I am really excited to continue on in that one. Okay, so for tarot journals, so that's the books. Got the books out of the way for my favorites. Now we're going to talk tarot journals, and then we'll go into decks. So tarot journals, I switched to I was using a friend, or I was in a journal my friend made called Tarot for Today. It is available on Amazon. I loved it. It's like a really thick, she included 365 pages, I believe. So you'd have like one per day. I didn't follow that because like I journal so much for my pulls and stuff. So I just used it up. And with my studies each month over on Patreon, like it really got filled up. So I moved into a larger notebook this time. This is the one that I moved into for that in particular. And I love these notebooks. I typically get the plain paper because I just love that. It gives me I have stuff falling out. It gives me the freedom to write however I want to write, or to draw things if I want to draw things. It gives me the freedom to do so much. So I'm just writing out spreads and stuff here. I also include pictures of my pulls and things. Studies. Here's a pull I did. All sorts of things in here. So I've really been enjoying being in this one and having a lot more space as well to be able to write down a lot more and take things deeper. I just like having so much more space. This one is a study book. I'm working through the Psychic Tarot, which I mentioned, by Nancy Antonucci. And so that's what this one is. I have the court cards here, working through the court cards, and there's like polls and stuff you do, and it's all intuitive based, which I really love. So I've been using this one for that, for working through it. Okay, so those are some of my favorites. I really love the Moleskines, but I will say I think this is actually what size is this? I think it's like the extra large size. It's like the composition book size almost. Like it's really big. If you get like, I think it's just the extra large. I don't know. Their sizes are weird. Or maybe this is the extra large. I can't remember, honestly. There'll be a link down below. I'll leave a link for these if you want to check them out. I think it's their extra large or their large size. I don't like because it's more of like the A5 size, but it's actually not as wide. It's kind of slender, and I don't like that size as much. I really like these big ones, the bigger ones. Okay, on to decks. I'm going to start with this one, and then actually, okay, let's see. And then we'll move on to, so I'm going to start with like the decks I worked with here and there, and then like the main deck, my main study deck for the month that I also shared my daily polls and updates and everything over on Patreon with. So one of the decks I always kind of have with me now is the Trionfi Della. This is the Paradoxical edition. That is actually, I do believe this one's out of print. But this one, I love it. I love the Paradoxical edition. I love that it's dark, but it has like these, like it's kind of like it's at nighttime. And then the characters and everything are in these like brighter colors. But this is the Marseille edition, which I love. I actually really love this pip deck, because it gives me something else to think about. And I really have to focus and pay attention to what symbols do stand out for me. And Patrick Valenza really still gives you a lot to think about and to go off of in his pips cards, because he gives you like all these little details in the middle. Like it's not just the symbol. So this one has been really fun to work with. I've also did some readings for others with it, and it's been very insightful. So this has been a favorite of mine for the month of August, and kind of always. Like again, I always have it by me. So it's another favorite. And then speaking of that one, a new deck that I got during the month of August is the Trionfi della Luna Illustrated Edition, which is now available. It's published by US Games. I did an unboxing of it, or not an unboxing, but I did a compare and contrast between this one and the Paradoxical, which was really fun because I like seeing the different colorways of the two. And I really like this one too. And I like seeing these illustrated cards versus just the Marseille pips. So this deck is so fun. I will always be a fan of Patrick's work, though. I love his Deviant Moon Tarot, and now I love the Trionfi della Luna. It's just beautiful, and I love this like parchment color. Like it's not white, it's kind of more muted tones. So it's really soft on my eyes to look at. It's not like bam in your face. And it's so beautiful and just weird and quirky. And I so love the worlds that Patrick creates. So here's the Trionfi della Luna Illustrated Edition that is available on Amazon. I also love that the backs are the same as the Paradoxical one. This is one of my favorite backings. I also did a video on here pairing this deck with the Shadow of Darkness Oracle by Syrian Shadow. Oh my gosh. So a viewer requested that video. They wanted to see those two together because the Shadow of Darkness Oracle by Syrian Shadow is still for pre-order. It's actually for pre-order right now. I think it comes out September 30th. So at the end of this month. And this deck is beautiful. I love it. It has the red edging. I do have an unboxing on my channel of this deck as well. But these two together, are actually really incredible. I'll leave a link down to that video if I can remember. I'll leave a link for that video down below if you want to check it out. But having these two paired together, it's a favorite pairing of mine. I do want to work with the pairing more personally myself. Let me see if I can do some more so I can show you. But yeah, the Shadow of Darkness Oracle, again, it's coming out at the end of this month, and I love that the keywords are down here. Like you have your main title, and then you have keywords down here, and the messages in the guidebooks are really great. This is a shadow work deck. It just helps you look at things that are hidden. You know, they're hidden, they're tricky, they're parts of you that should be looked at and worked with. And so, and these two together just look really good together. The colors really go good together. But the messages, like I was seeing a lot of really good connecting energy and messages when I was recording that video. They just speak so well together. So, oh, look at that. I love it. I love this deck. Let me get another one here. I love both of these decks. I just think they look so good together. So like, for instance, okay, so here we have the Hermit with fortitude, self-control, and regulation. So like with the Hermit coming up, it's almost like you might need to go within and gain some self-control. Like maybe you're a little bit out of control. So it's like kind of like reining that in or feeling that sense of self-control and fortitude and just regulation. Like, what do you need to regulate? Like, I don't know. They just speak so well together. I really love how they look together too. So this is a favorite pairing, and it's one that I'm going to be working with more for myself personally, because I just think it's just an amazing pairing, and I believe I'm going to be able to get some really good insights. So I'm very thankful to that viewer that suggested that pairing, because it's amazing. So anyway, yes, this coming out at the end of the month, which it's so awesome. This is such a great deck. Even if you don't like the artwork, which is more of like, it is heavy metal. It's a heavy metal and the rebellious force essential for transformation. Inspire the energy and artwork of these cards. So even if you don't like it, that's a good thing, because it pushes you outside of your comfort zone. And helps you see things that maybe you were kind of blind to before, or maybe were not wanting to see. It's a very powerful deck. Okay, last new deck that came to me this month is the Peculiar Pathways Tarot. I also did an unboxing on the channel of this one. I actually won this deck in a giveaway that Lennox hosted, and I'm so incredibly thankful. There's the beautiful edges here and the backing. This deck is amazing. I want to work with it more too, and I don't know, it might be my October deck. I'm not sure. But one of these months, I do want to spend like a whole month with it, really getting to know it and its personality. And I think it's so smart. When I was flipping through it, I already know it has a very smart personality. It's very straight and to the point. It's a collage deck, but it's like a step back. It's not like it's just one main theme or item that is from like the original Rider-Waite Smith cards. And so it just really hones in and gets straight to the point. So I think this one was just a really good one for clarity and straight up honesty. And it does it. Lennox has such a way with her collages. Like, I love all her decks. Well, okay. I've seen her Coastal Curiosities Oracle. I don't actually have that one, but like her Folkloric Forest Tarot is also amazing. And then this one, I love them. And her guidebook, I also do have her guidebook for this one, the Wonders and Wonderings. I really love her guidebook here as well. She gives you like a little snippet of like a story idea or like what's going on in the card, and then she gives you her interpretation. And then she also gives you like the symbols from the Rider-Waite Smith, compared to like the symbols that she has in her deck. So I really love that too. That's really fun to work with. Okay. Next couple decks. So I'm going to also mention another deck by Syrian Shadow. It's the Earth and Bone Oracle. I did trim mine, so mine's just the image. I had a really profound experience with this deck mixed with my deck for August. So this is my main deck for August. It was my birthday month, so I did work with my all-time favorite deck because I needed to. It's my Tarot of Vampires deck. I get so much out of this deck in the guidebook. Every single time I work with it, it grows with me, and I just absolutely love it. And so I actually did this month. So we just had the full moon in Pisces and the full or the total lunar eclipse. And for a spread, I used these two together, and they work so beautifully together. So I mean, I know that was this month, but like I had to mention it because these two were just they look good together. The messages lined up so well. So if you happen to have these two, they're really great together. Now I know TOV is out of print right now, but I've heard that it comes back. I mean, it had gone out of print before and it came back, so it most likely will again. But I just wanted to show these together a little bit. It's so good. The messages, like I said, from the guidebook from Earth and Bone really matched up with what I was seeing in TOV, and it just gave me so much clarity. So I really enjoyed that pairing. And then another pairing I loved with TOV. So this is the deck that I really also wanted to get to know alongside TOV. Well, I mean, I already know TOV, but like the more I work with it, the better, like it just gets better. You know, it's just one of those decks that gets better and better over time. And so like I said, this was my main study deck for August. Absolutely fantastic time. And along with it, that's funny. I pulled this card with death right here. That's awesome. So this is the Harvest Ritual card. Trust the endings in life. And see what I mean? How perfect that is, and how death represents the endings and letting go of things. So again, this pairing, so good. I honestly have been coming to find that the Lost Oracle pairs with so many of my decks. It works with it works well with others. And TOV too. I pair TOV with a lot of my decks. And it's universal to me. Like it can work and do so many things for me. And that's one of the reasons why I love it. So those are my two main decks, honestly, for August. I know I said one. I mean, this was my main study deck, my tarot deck. And then I did pair it a lot with the Lost Oracle because I really wanted to get to know this one. I had this one for a while. I got it at the beginning of this year, and I was kind of like, wasn't feeling it at first. And then I was like, I really need to pull that out and work with it. Once I started doing that, it literally was like a guiding light for me. It really has helped me feel empowered on my path. Helped me to learn more about myself in general. Like it's just been an amazing journey with this deck so far. So I think that is all, you guys. I have all my stuff like kind of spread around me down here, but that's all of my favorites for the month of August. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below, what were some of your favorites from August? Do you have favorite decks? Do you have favorite books? What were some of your favorites? I would love to know and hear down below. And I will see you guys all in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful day.